Come on. Come on, sheep, sheep, sheep. Come on. Can't back up. Can't back up. Oh, you're going to jump? Hey, you be nice. None of that. Come on, sheepies. See if I can hold this for a second. And chase them through. Oh, there we go. The scaredy did it. The scaredy did it. Scaredies are doing it. That was a good way to do it, is to just get them used to the whole thing and then add the squeeze chute later. The problem is keeping the squeeze chute doors open and keeping the guillotine gate open, so I tied them together. And we got some chubby ones here, some woolies. There we go. Come on. Come on, sheepy. There you go. Good sheepies. Of course, my glove's in the way. Gotta go forward. There you go. They're doing it. I got a whole other bucket for you, but it burns. Here's my nemesis right there. She's a grouch. Come on, gotta go forward. Can't go back. Gotta go forward. There you go. There you go. Come on. Gotta go forward. I can't hold this much longer. All right. Okay. Now, climb back over here without destroying myself. All right. No, don't go back in. No. Don't go back in. I gotta untie this. Come on, Looney. Come cuddle. Lay down. How you doing, baby? How's my sheep friend? No, you don't chew on that. You don't chew on that. That's enough for you. You're a good girl. This is my glove. It is not yours to chew on. That's a good girl. Hey, be nice. Be nice. Sheep is just being curious, man. You got ice all on your back. They're so well insulated that the ice doesn't melt. Be nice. Be nice. Hey. She's just saying hello. You gotta be nice. Luna doesn't take crap from anybody. And she knows I have treats in my left pocket. Right down here are treats, and she knows it. She doesn't want that sheep getting her treats. Easy with the paws. All right. Whew, my glasses are fogged up. I was just cracking open some of these hay bales. Next on the list is a Greg Judy bale unroller, because this is kind of ridiculous. It'd be a lot easier to move them around, and it'd be nice if my tractor was done being serviced. There's a local guy, he's very nice, but he takes forever. He's had one of my brush mowers since September. And what is it? Oh, it's the end of February. So it's Mark Shepard, Healing Pastures. I call it the farm church because I'd rather be here on a Saturday or a Sunday than any other place. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday too. To me, being out here is an act of worship, because I'm in contact with the earth. I'm in contact with the sky and with animals whose well-being depends on me and I depend on them. Oh, check that out. That's a shot right there. Look at that. Be nice, good girl. Be nice. So the fact that, there's all kinds of miracles in the holy books of all the different religions, but this is a miracle right here. See this? This is a wolf. This is a wolf's prey. We've managed to turn a wolf into the guardian of their prey. They protect it for us, and in return, we take good care of them. And for the flock, we have to be the predator, and we have to take out the weak ones, the sick ones, the infirm ones, the ones that aren't strong, the ones that aren't fit to survive. Because in nature would do that. The wolves would do it. The coyotes would do it. But today is, I think, almost the last Saturday. I think it's the 21st. It's the 21st of February. And we had an ice storm yesterday, and then it turned to snow. And that wet, heavy snow, it's not very cold out, which is nice. But it's been another week of stuff. Another week of just busy every day. I've been working on another song in the recording studio. I'm getting ready to release one. I'm tentatively reaching out to some people who want to make music with me. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, not a whole lot this week, which is good. I got back from Albany on Tuesday and a little bit rested, a little bit refreshed. The sheep have been running through the Lakeland Sheep Handling System nicely every single day. And yesterday I added the squeeze mechanism, and today was the first time the sheep went through it, and I had to tie the gate at the end to the guillotine gate so that I could keep the gate at the end open and the guillotine gate open at the same time. And many of the sheep were hesitant to go through it, but eventually they did, and everybody was pushing from behind, and they couldn't go backwards because of the one-way gate, which was cool. What are you thinking about, Looney? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? The whole purpose of the system is to have that squeeze so that once they get used to going through there, I can send them through and start trimming their hooves. That's the whole game. To be able to trim their hooves by myself or with one other person without, particularly with the larger animals, without getting hurt. That's a really important piece. So, look at this. Look at these two. Uh-oh. I sense restlessness. I think the boy wants to be personally petted and groomed. What are you doing? What are you thinking about? I just love looking at her. I think she's so beautiful. You're all beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to pet them a little bit, and then I'm going to think about what my point is for the Sunday message. Yeah, Spike wants some loving. All right, well, the point. I wanted to come to the point, but yesterday then I got distracted. I do get distracted very easily. I don't know if you've noticed. Hey, what's that? Oh, yeah. Oh. Anyway, I've been thinking this week a lot about what the distinction is between conventional farming and regenerative farming, the way I am working to do. I want to talk about the distinction between conventional farming and regenerative farming without belaboring the point too much or taking too much time. And also tying it in with the fact that for me, it's not just about making a profit, which is very important, but it's about a holistic, integrated approach to everything. And it's actually snowing again. We had quite a dump yesterday, but a couple of key differences. Number one, the traditional idea is that the farmer buys land, owns land, stewards his land or her land, and creates products from the land. So on this side is my neighbor, and I love the roadies. They're good people. 8 generations of farmers. They do maple syrup. He did have a dairy, but that didn't work, so he switched to beef. And you know, his beef is great. He has discovered that, you know, grass-fed beef is not the easiest sell in the world, so he basically grinds everything. His burger is delicious because it's steak. It's every part of the animal except the loin. And so he has a field here, and the animals are kept in the barn all winter, which makes it easy for him. They're well fed, they're well cared for, and in the summer they go into this field. I've turned around now. They go into this field, and that's the one field they have. Then he has hay fields, and he leases most of his land to a CAFO, which is a confined animal feeding operation. So he makes money from the land lease, and he's actually the guy that connected me with the solar farms, because he's going to do some solar perhaps on his land. He was thinking about it. So conventional farming, you own the land and you put the animals in one spot and you keep them off the hay fields, because they'll ruin the hay fields if they're on the hay fields. Everybody knows that, right? And you know, if all conventional farmers did it the way Elliot did, it would be okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. However, I own no land. That is the key point. In regenerative farming, if you own the land, great. Move the animals from place to place. Stop making hay, right? Have someone else make the hay, buy the hay, but buy less hay, because develop winter stockpile. So the idea, even though we have quite a bit of snow, the sheep will dig through fairly deep snow. Now, if you're in Syracuse or Buffalo or some of the snow belt areas of New York State, it's not going to work, because, you know, 10 feet of snow is not diggable through, right? But up to a foot of snow, which is what we have, the sheep will dig through it. But you got to have grass for them to eat. And living grass is way better than hay. And if you just supplement with hay, but actually have grass all winter long, that's a game changer. That saves you a huge amount of money. So just 2 little points. I don't own land. I don't make hay. Third point, the goal, and I think I can do it with these solar places, is to have winter stockpile. So I have living live food for them all year long. The fourth thing is we really dial back any medications that we can. We don't want to just crutch, prop up the animals with medications. We want to develop healthy, strong immune systems. So that's why I'm feeding apple cider vinegar and sea salt and molasses. It's kind of, I call it the elixir. So regenerative farming is going to change the world, and the sooner we switch to it, the better. However, I'm not worried about all these big ag people getting into regenerative. They'll figure it out eventually, but I want the edge. And the kicker for me is when I graze under solar, I have a perimeter fence, I have shade and wind protection, and I get paid to farm. That's the key. So the big point this week is whatever you do it better. Find a way to do it better than it's being done, and to give yourself an edge. To give yourself what we call in business the unfair advantage. So those are my points. I'm going to get off it right now. I have the song I've been working on called Thirsty for the Sky. It's not done yet, but I'm going to give you a sneak peek. So, yeah, snowing again. Winter. This is a serious winter this winter, but it's okay. And we will get through it. Spring will come. The sheep are pretty pregnant. The ewes are looking pretty good. Everybody's pretty healthy. I heard one cough yesterday, so we'll check that out. I've got a couple of sheep that need attention on their hooves, and mostly we just have hoof trimming that needs to be done, and we'll get that squeeze going hopefully this week with the interns. They're back from vacation this week, and every day there's something to do. Every day there's moving my body, being outdoors, knowing that I'm taking care of the animals as best I can, and hopefully doing it a little bit better every year, every day, every month, every time period. And so sending out thoughts and prayers to those of you who are out there longing for something in your life that brings meaning, that supports you, that cannot be duplicated by artificial intelligence. There's so much going on, and I hope you'll just take a little bit of peace away with you today, a little bit of hope, a little bit of positive energy, because I don't know, that's for me, that's my ministry here in the world, doing my small little thing in a way that hopefully sends out little ripples out into the world of hope, positivity, and intelligent management of land, animals, spirits, hearts, bodies, souls, whatever it is. All right. So peace, love, and grooviness. Amen. Here's the song.
Been dreaming of birds and leaves, clouds of dust and dandelion seeds, and other things that spend their time in the sky. I've been working on healing the hurt, digging myself up out of the dirt, mending these broken wings so I can take flight. And I feel so dangerous, and I feel so alive. I get so receptive to the heavens, so thirsty for the sky. I feel like a peregrine falcon, untamed and unbound. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground. Sometimes when I am talking, I think I'm brilliant, I think I'm stalking some great truth, but then I realize the weakness of words. Though I may be just a candle flame in a universe too huge to explain, that doesn't mean I can't speak my intent and be heard. And I feel so dangerous, and I feel so alive. I get so receptive to the heavens, so thirsty for the sky. I feel like a peregrine falcon, untamed and unbound. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground. see. I give myself to the calling wind, out to where the horizon bends. Unattached, and it is, I set myself free. And I feel so dangerous, and I feel so alive. I get so receptive to the heavens, so thirsty for the sky. I feel like a peregrine falcon, untamed and unbound. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground. I release myself from the chains of fear, climb up into the stratosphere, learn to quiet my thoughts so that I can see. I give myself to the calling wind, out to where the horizon bends. Unattached, and it is, I set myself free. And I feel so dangerous, and I feel so alive. I get so receptive to the heavens, so thirsty for the sky. I feel like a peregrine falcon, untamed and unbound. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground. And I feel so dangerous, and I feel so alive. I get so receptive to the heavens, so thirsty for the sky. I feel like a peregrine falcon, untamed and unbound. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground. It's been a long time since I've had my heart on the ground.
Hey, thanks for listening to the song, and I hope I'll see you next week. So yeah, I got a fire going. I got plenty of wood. I brought in wood on Thursday, and we got a fire going here. That's it for this week. Thank you, folks. Peace, love, and grooviness. If you haven't subscribed, could you subscribe? I'm dialing in. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers so that eventually I can monetize this channel, but that's obviously not my priority. I want to convey a message of hope. That's really what I'm trying to do. And if you are someone who wants to farm or wants to have really nutrient-dense food and support a local farmer, find yourself a regenerative farmer. And people, try some lamb. Like, American lamb does not exist in the grocery stores. Oh, that's the other thing. I found a pretty cool promo piece from the American Lamb Board. I thought it was going to be like a propaganda conventional farmer thing, but it was actually all about regenerative farming practices with lamb. So hope you'll check that out. I'll try to remember to leave a link below, but if I forget to do that, just look up on YouTube Lamb Board or American Lamb Board, and they've done a pretty nice job of kind of communicating why what we're doing is special. So thanks so much. Peace, love, grooviness. Over and out. I'll see you next week. Boom.